Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So North Carolina's offense comes onto the field first today. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy... to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches and some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game. So the tight end's got to step up.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense working from the pistol. Gets the back moving. From the gun. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to...
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Lopez wants to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's loose down the middle. And he will house it.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Lopez to pass. Got a man. It's Hall.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
On play action. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on!
Early in the game, I love giving my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Fights off the defender. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Pocket breaking down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
But when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Trying play action. He's looking deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Lopez wants to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Lopez to pass. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Ship. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps. He's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Here comes the heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has him back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Lopez wants to fire. Working that left side now. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this
reads it, fires complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No huddle offense to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jenkins. There he goes. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Offense, quick tempo. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Jenkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Snagged out of the air. Knocked down for the tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout called by the offense.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Nice move there. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man all by himself. Gashing the D on the right. busts through behind his pad. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lopez to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. And the returner goes down. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A lot of urgency for this offense.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field. And anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks. And so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Lopez wants to fire. Gets away. Here's the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's good. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, North Carolina! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Lopez to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. Lopez wants to fire. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Ship. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB spicy. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Culliver.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment?
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on